Okay, there we go. Alright then. Let's get out of the main screen for a sec. Are we good? Yep, we're good. Hey guys, this is Michiko, and welcome back to Arcaea. And yeah, unfortunately I did not turn on ECP for now. We're good. Great. Because I did spot on yesterday's live stream that some internet issues had occurred that cut off some of the stream off quite a bit. But hopefully that's not going to be the case. But either way, as per usual, I'm trying to convince myself that hey, maybe playing these updates literally on day one might not be a good idea. I mean, there are some people who have already played the update literally when it got released, such as Bun 5, and Biggle. Well, at least their channel name is. You guys might have already seen them from the self-promotion channel, or just popping up on YouTube. Yeah, Ida is amazing of just being able to live stream right off the bat, not to mention being able to thumb play most of the time. The entire update on launch day. The occasional reminder, of course. No spoilers. Yep. So, outside of the Astronaut song, Maya's Awakening, and some of the songs that are in the pack, like I've heard like snippets of Vainspire and Andor Exor. How do you even pronounce it? Endoxor? Because it's supposed to be Andor Exor, the logic gates. But anyway, I've listened to full of them, to the full song length of them, but haven't seen the charts just yet. But anything regarding the story and how do you even get the awakened version of Maya is still out of my head. Andor Exor. Oh, you don't like soar that Andor Exor. Got it. Anyway, let's go to the pack. Now, yep, already pre-downloaded them. Also, is there really only like 4 songs? Also, we haven't seen this for a while because, well, we had the 2 months with, you know what? No, it should be like 3 months or so. We had a collab, right? Did we have a collab? Yeah, we had the period between the GG Max collaboration part 1, part 2, and then we have Extant Anima and Chapter Experiencia, and then we get Liminal Eclipse. So it's been like 4 months-ish ever since our last main story pack. Okay, so that's where we're at in terms of knowledge. By the way, there's a 5th song, it just doesn't have an Eternal. Oh, I was searching on the Eternal, okay. Wait, which one? Oh, Viola Irelia. Illyria. Got it. And Orsor. I ended the pack in the first hour its peak. Okay then, so we do have some standards here. Now, question. Let's check if World Mode has a new map or not. Does it have a new map? It doesn't. Is it? Wait, what's this event? Oh. Ross? Huh? Ross Page Jean. UK. How far is it? Okay, that's not too bad. I think we'll be going through the main story as well as wait, hold on. Can we hit 2 birds with 1 stone? What's the story requirements here? So Act 2, 26 out of 50. I assume that's just from you reading them. But considering we are wait. Oh, it's in here. Holy. Okay, whoa. So, what do you need for this? Does it just not unlock? Okay. Did you intentionally set the stream schedule to clash with Champions of Paradigm? No, I do not. Not to mention the fact that there's also the Cosmic Radio Song Contest winners announcement stream as well. You know what? Oh, wait, that's new. Okay, it is unusual, you know? Those bodies there, in that poorly made place, there aren't too poorly made themselves. That may be from the creator's wish for life. At any rate, when the girl fell apart into threads of glass, that was no usual thing. In order to make sure that she remained herself from one world to the next, Insight, or Arcaea's visitor, reduced Maya to her basic parts. She wasn't destroyed, so she wasn't teleported somewhere else. It's essentially doing one half of teleportation, which is disassembling her atoms. Listen, are you worried that a girl made of glass upon leaving Arcaea will always split or shatter upon reaching the world's boundary? It is deeply unlikely. Wishes made by gods aren't so fragile. Would you like to join a girl again? After she fell into a better place. As a spiral of threads, she still was very conscious. In a better place, marked by color and known by scents. Maya fell down from a black sky run through with rivers of amber. The spiral glass threads passed through a gate in the sky and down into a quiet place. She was sent gently through a doorway and ungently the door shut closed behind her. She came back to get on a vermilion carpet and uncomfortably laid across stone. The two-colored girl, born of tragedy, crying again. Her eyes opened to an unknown ceiling. Her breathing quickened. She wiped her tears away with her sleeves and, Who was that? She whispered, to no answer. Her eyes and mind flashed with the visitor's image. What kind of crazy, awful woman, she muttered. It seemed that although she had been saved, this girl was very hateful and ingracious, though her swirl of thoughts should be kept to her head. While Maya is rude, her thoughts should be hers. To the curious, perhaps Arcaea will be rude once more and record her thoughts without her knowing again. Maya pushed herself up and rose to her knees. She had heard the door lock behind her, but she tried it anyway. It did not open, and she faced forward instead. Another door waited ahead, a way further in rather than out. After some time thinking, she stepped forward and opened that door. Oh! Okay. New set piece. On the other side, the room was warm and the quiet suited her ears. A vast atrium above. The ceiling was ridged like the bones of a dead giant, and austere columns, large and domineering, stood beside her. Though feeling at ease, Maya looked at it with clear skepticism. She asked aloud, what kind of place was this, and where was the woman who had come from the sky? Muttered about all that, she began to wonder. There's no dust in a perfect world and no lack of order. Everything that should have a place has one. Maya would find that things from other places are not dropped anywhere in this place. They are put down warmly. So this place reflected the heart and love of God. Statues and tomes, plants in rows that are in cases, globes and other hanging or standing shapes, maps of other places, tools and machines displaying, fountains and mirrors. Isn't this the Hall of Mirrors? From Tones. Never mind. A lot of things, and certainly not from one place. As Maya's footsteps rang out along through the new room, she announced, "A manor? It's empty?" A standard voice, a test, but it seemed that there was nobody there to hear. Vast portraits, paintings, representations were hanging on half the walls she could find. More baubles unfamiliar to her were in every hall and room she visited, but the canvases continued to draw her attention. At one, a portrait of a white sand sea. She stopped. She stared. It wasn't that it was very familiar. She seems to want to test it. As shortly she reached out and touched its canvas. A touch, the image rippled at her fingertips, like touching a water reflection, but her fingers would not pass through. Nor a stone weight she hurled at the canvas like a brute. That gateway is only for the master of the house. Grimacing and not knowing this, Maya moved on. Through empty halls, where now and then the half-side of gossamer phantoms stepping past stopped her as they caught her eye, where a distant voice could sometimes be heard, shortly dissolving into silence, before she could even turn to guess at the source. She wandered, seeking more in a classical and eclectic world not collected from other places, but curated. Eventually, she stole an empty journal. Eventually, she stole a plume pen, seemingly full of infinite ink. Sat on a pretty chair, and by the unchanging golden black light of the outside, coming in from the many windows of the woman's manor, Maya began to write. Maya won, she wrote. When I first woke up, I was sure that I died, but I'm beginning to question the notion that I ever did, or rather, I may more accurately be alive again. When I woke up was a place called Arcaea, and Arcaea isn't where here is. While Arcaea may be a cruel and strange place, I believe it is a world with more potential than this woman's. And potential is a seed of hope, its blossom, the future. My name seems to be Maya. I don't believe in God, she wrote. For the one who might find this, I'll write down all that I know for you. Interesting. The story doesn't reveal where this exactly is, but it does have some importance. The girl Saya takes the place of during Absolute Reason. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, because the corridor hallway from which the Absolute Reason background is based off looks kind of similar to, in shape at least, to what we're seeing in here from the key art of this story entry. And not to mention, I mean, it doesn't really fit as well, because it's all supposed to be a big hunk of memory shard. The entire location of where Absolute Reason takes place, aka Donovan's manor, I guess, is just a big chunk of memory that she soon escaped after the end of Absolute Reason. Keep going to find out. Is it the same place where I saw the one Saya Pickens story? I don't remember which art was that though. It is the library from Absolute Reason. Oh, it is? Okay. Huh. No, you just need to clear stuff. That's nice. That means I could go with, in world mode then. Cool. And it says for us to play the Kola song. Also, wait, hold on. What are these? They're not prime numbers. Because there's a 15. These are not prime number steps, but they have a meaning. Oh, is it 135, 135? Is it actually just 135, 135? What is this restriction, bro? What is this restriction? Should I go for the world? No. You know what? No. You know what? You know what? Sure. Let's do this as a warm-up. So that I could get the hell out of this tile. And if we're going to be playing for that long, I might as well just use Vitalis. Let's see, what could I play? I cannot play Lethal Voltage for the life of me. I could do Gingauzo or Chronicle. Yeah, I'll do Chronicle. Alright, the only warm-up. I may be rusty. Oh, that's a frame skip. First of the stream. Now my hands aren't exactly in the best condition as well, because yesterday night I played through the first two chapters of Kalpa Cosmic Symphony, which is the PC port and a completely new version of Kalpa. So my hands are still feeling a little bit tense. Let's hope that's not gonna be a problem. Yes, I know. Wrong hand moment. You thought that creating sequels would be a Sega thing? Oh wait, yeah, they commissioned Selenaria. But this is a much more blatant sequel to Chronomia. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there's Bun. Hi. I tried to withhold myself from watching your stream, doing on day one so that I wouldn't get spoiled. But yeah. If 103 in Arcaea win? Good question. Maybe from a Takumi Cubic collab? Yeah, it's 135, 135, 135. Okay, got it. And I'm locked out of world mode. Let's equip Co and see the pack properly. Now, why did it ask us to play Viola Illyria first? I fucking vibe with No Way Back though. Even from the preview on the trailer, I kept rewatching it again and again because it's such a good previous segment. It's impossible there is no related partner with Maya. Lowest difficulty counting Ether. Huh. I mean, I guess the story just wants us to play. And if the story ever asks to play Vainspire or No Way Back, we could just use that as an excuse to play the Eternals. But for now, the story wants Viola Illyria, so let's give it. Sideways plus Expulsion. Now, oh wow, this background, huh? Background looks odd. So first, the background looks fairly odd, but secondly, Cola. Rarely seeing them that much, but love their stuff, especially from Buff. Happy to see them coming back into Arcaea again. Now I might question why are there these goddamn zigzags though. But to be honest, I shouldn't be questioning them anymore. The traces though. Whoa, what is this? Whoa. How is that a 9 pattern? This should be like a 9.5 or something. Because you do not see that kind of stream in a 9. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a triplet. Okay. Wow, that is one smooth slowdown. I'm already feeling goosebumps just from that song. Goodness. That's so good. That was so good. Each after playing this chart, you'll slowly realize that all the patterns are callbacks to last singing. I didn't necessarily spot them right away because it is the future. I more so remember the eternal charts, but we'll see. Kola Cook, they really did. They really did. Gumi, my beloved. Haha, 9 plus patterns in her 9. Yeah, that's what that's what keeps boggling me. They're planning to put 9 plus patterns that existed from like 2022, 2023, and slowly downgrading them. Well, not really downgrading them, passing them down by 0.1 chart constants into the 9s. If that's not conditioning, I don't know what is. Michi, that is Monochrome Princess. It was a 9. Oh yeah, I recommend playing with Maya for the best experience. Using Maya? Okay. Also, I do not question about Monochrome Princess. Anything that goes into the free pack is a good opportunity for free-to-play players to actually learn how to play modern charts. Anyway, new story log. So Maya seemed to wish for her thoughts to be known. She has grown, it seems. So be it. Maya did not only think of what had happened to her since her arrival to Arcaea, she thought about what had come before her. What had come before. She thought about the friends she had lost. Wait, who is explaining the story then? Because this should be like a third person point of view type of story, and yet this is written as if we're talking from an actual person in the story's POV. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually inside, but we'll see. One memory, a small physical book, out of fashion, yet Maya loved the tactile sensation, and she liked to be different. At 12 years old, feeling unique even while in uniform was special to her. She was proud of herself for many things, but this, reading a book within her hands, was a particular point. While reading, a friend of hers approached the chair she was resting in and asked, "Where do you get those anyway?" "A small shop, an older woman, and old things." Remembering this, she began to forget all of it. She picked herself up, then, and continued on through the world. More days went on, more entries were entered into the book. At first, her history, from her first life to second, to capture. Her last few entries, however, concerned the mysteries she had come across within the halls of God. Maya, 8. I must begrudgingly and with great irritation accept at this point that magic is real. Or call it magic, call it miracles of power, call it even acts of gods. Tricking pathways and almost seen phantoms, lights that hang in the air from nothing, and this place's impossible size. It might be growing. I can't easily believe in a life after. It is a complete certainty that I died. I know what I feel, and I know that it was my fault. Given this, and my death, given the new face and eyes which met me upon viewing my reflection, it's a simple fact. I look very different now. None of this is helped in that the memories which I wrote down to begin with have begun fading from my head. If the woman who trapped me was not a god as she claimed, was she instead a twisted angel? Was she perhaps a reaper? Moronic. Twisted angel is not a thing. A reaper, kind of interesting since we do have Lete, but no, this is just her own flow of thoughts. Is this her home? Why does she carry no pictures or portraits with her own face? And if this is an afterlife then? Her pen stopped. She looked up from her journal and through a small circular window above her. She thought, if this truly is an afterlife, if I did not die alone, would I ever be alone here? Well, I didn't die alone, and my voice reached beyond the stars. She was once military, once a psychic, yet she'd once shared a connection with many others who have since died. So now, narrowing her eyes, she focused her gaze through the window above and she called out through that sky with her mind. A hesitant message. Is anyone there? Is it just trying to look up to the sky and hope that Lagrange is still observing her? And there was a reply. Another girl's reply, landing softly inside of her skull. I am. Who are you? Is it actually Lagrange? Because we did see a little bit of a teaser from her somewhere. Okay, now we're playing Vainspire. Got it. It doesn't feel like inside talk, to be honest, too normal. But I think lowiro chose to represent this place that way for a reason. Keep going. You know what? Sure, I'll play with Maya. Hold on, let me favorite her. Where even is Maya? Wait, hold on. Is she still gone? Oh wait, no. She is still gone. She is still missing. Yeah, I don't think that'll care very much. Alright. Vainspire. Carrot. Hold on. Before we do start, I do want to check again. Because if I do remember correctly, another non-ITG charter has revealed their identity. There it is. It's K Puma. Oh boy. Anyway. Excited to see. I mean, I know the K Puma has charted a few charts, including Dematerialize by In Love with a Ghost. Amazing 8. Oh, we're in the preview segment of the song. Or at least what's shown in the trailer of the update. Oh, 1/3. Oh. Oh. How is this an 8? Why is this an 8? Stop conditioning! Oh. Oh, that is not what I expected when I see this pattern. You thought that the notes would be coming straight from the lines, like in the middle of the lines, not the insides. Oh, that's such a good segment. This is still the resting resting segment, the interlude. Oh, how's this build up? Oh. Oh my goodness, wow. This rap segment sounds great. Barely an FR since I did miss like very early in the chart. Four FRs. Ah yes, landmarks, beautiful. We do love these kinds of chart constants. I think conditioning is a nice way to ease harder patterns into easier songs without making them boring. I mean, I guess with how it's being implemented, uh, mm, this is still an ongoing conversation, not only for me but for every time I do an Arcaea live stream. But if you're doing conditionings such as this, which involves very very wacky arc patterns, I mean, for some segments it's kind of okay, but at the same time, the old head on the old head side of me still wants to believe that they could probably still gatekeep some patterns and not carry them down towards lower difficulties, so that the game would still actually be playable whenever people who are not versed in the game or think that, oh hey, this is an 8 from a 12 difficulty scale, could still play it. This is why they make the eternal difficulty after all. Yeah, of course. But still, to ease future in before making players play present. I think that they just make the. I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Because people's perception, if they want to play future charts, is that, well, future charts are just the norm. You have to play the future charts when you want to try out the game first. If you try on present, then you're seen as like a medium guy. You probably want to do that anyway. I mean, whenever the story wants to, I guess. You probably play Eternal. I'll do that whenever the story says so, if it even says so. Since we still have some like 5 more logs. Huh. You can actually hear me? The voice that Maya sent out through the skies was the loud one. The one on the receiving end must have flinched to hear it. After assertedly flinching, the other replied, "This isn't just... I'm not just imagining this. Oh, yes, yes," Maya repeated. "Yes." Aloud she said it, with her heart, with her throat. Yes. She began to cry again. You're crying?" Maya sobbed for her answer. Silence stretched between them for some time. The other voice eventually asked her, "You're definitely real, right?" "I am," answered Maya. What is your name?" Name. Your rank and your insignia?" "Sorry?" Maya asked properly. "Insignia?" The other girl repeated, and her confusion was shared across their thoughts. In Maya's chest, a cold hand began to slowly close its fingers around her heart. The other girl did not remember. The bond of the mind was there, but this girl did not remember. Realizing that, acknowledging that, a small crack appeared on Maya's cheek. Foolishly, Maya tried again. The Imperium. "Do you know it?" asked Maya with a shaking inner voice. "I may have seen a few empires in memories." "Do you remember the NMPGM? Is that an acronym?" "Sorry, I don't know. That's okay," lied Maya. "Oh, it's okay." Her thoughts turned over themselves. For both psychics. They can speak. She doesn't remember after I got her killed. Wait, don't panic. People in Arcaea, they don't keep their memories. The voice suddenly insisted this. Usually, we've met one person who remembers some things. Met. Are you in Arcaea? Can we find you? She shook her head, and her thoughts stopped as her heart rate began sharply rising up. As the crack on her face lengthened, something had flashed back into her head. The memory of trusting a voice without a face. Trust. She felt that she shouldn't trust. And still, she wanted to. "I'm Maya," said Maya through the air, feeling like a knife had caught her tongue. "Do you have a name?" Hesitantly, the other replied, I've been told not to give up my name easily." And a bitter smile found its way on Maya's face as she sent back her answer. "Yes, you shouldn't trust easily." "I want to, though." "I want to trust you. Communication is how we understand one another." "Are you still there?" "Yeah," Maya replied, "and I think that's good." "How you think?" The other voice stammered. Maya breathed in and exhaled. She straightened her back. I can't really do that because, well, I'm doing this. I'm reading this on a phone. Speaking of which, I do need to modify my camera a little bit. Hold on. Is this still too dark? Oh shoot. Okay, that works. Great. But the other girl didn't leave it at that. Gently. Oh wait, I should actually back. There you go. Okay, that's not that much. But the other girl didn't leave it at that. Gently, surely gently, she passed her. She learned about this girl who had fallen out of Arcaea. Maya, too, learned about the unclear peers of hers who she must have caused the death of. She pestered Maya on and on in spite, or even perhaps because of the sentiments of guilt that continually came back, until Maya's returning thoughts had become just a little warmer, and a little warmer still each time, in the quiet halls of God. In time, Maya opened her book again, and again lifted her pen. Ooh, no way back. Ooh, okay. You know what? Sure. Let's play the Eternal chart for Vainspire then. Ooh, chart by carrot again, okay. Oh, wait, what? Wait, I just realized. Wait. Wait. No, wait. No, I'm stupid. Wait. Am I? No, I was stupid, yeah. I thought it changed sides between the future and eternal charts, which would be very ridiculous if it is a thing. If you play future, you'll get forced to play on the light side, and if you're playing eternal, you'll play on the conflict side. That would be ridiculous, right? Oh, okay. Oh. How did I survive that first part? I could barely read it at first. Holy, okay. That was the inner square corridor. You know what? I should actually term that the Hall of Notes. Kinda glad that some of the arc patterns are still. Wrong hand! Spoke too soon! I was gonna say that some of the arc patterns, thankfully, is mimicking some of the segments that have appeared from the future chart, but then again, it's made by the same charter, and there's a possibility that the future chart is just a nerf version of the eternal chart, because I'm seeing some of the same trace arc patterns as well, including the Hall of Notes and this as well. That's a lot of Fars. Is that an EX though? Okay, thankfully that's still an EX. Ah yeah, it's a square hall from unknown levels. I don't think Unknown Levels has that exact form though. I mean, main story 3.5. Oh, talking about the fact that this is pretty much the adverse prelude of it. Sounds pretty good though also. I think I'm just still a little bit overwhelmed with the patterning over there, and still being enamored with the song itself that I wasn't able to focus that much and get quite a bit of bars. But it still plays really well though. So what are you guys doing on the chat though? Are we reaching the end of Act 2 or is there more to go? I mean, still pretty long, yeah. This whole pack is a giant callback to Last in Eden. Alright then. Now, do I want to play the Eternal or Future? You know what? No, I want to get the full experience. I'm gonna play No Way Back on Eternal. Because again, I want to get the full experience of this. I love the song during its preview segment on the trailer. And yeah. Oh, Nitro, okay. Not that I have very high hopes, but I'm gonna enjoy the song nonetheless. I mean, I'm sure Nitro charts really. Nitro's been crushing it these few updates, including from the collaboration updates. Not to mention X and Anima. Ooh, okay. Frame skip. Oh. I'm wrong figured an entire segment. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Oh, you're supposed to be crossing it. Ah! What is that stream? What? What the fuck? Also, that is definitely last thing you didn't call back with the Didodaizen Ashram song. Why am I getting Mystica's Iris vibes? Even though this is Nato. I should have probably played Future before this. Okay, Eternal Note border. Huh. Damn, this is like the worst side read I've ever done. What the hell? It's not the best. It's not the best. I'm overly exaggerating, but still, that's the Kaneko Chiharu song in Mai. Yeah. Now that it's a pretty versatile artist. Keep in mind, he was also partly responsible for Ring. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. Got jump scared by arcs. Not gonna lie, even though there isn't story unlock, and this might fuck over the clips that I'm gonna be releasing after the stream, I want to retry that. I want to get an EX. I want to understand this, because what the fuck did I just went through? I was both trying to vibe to the song, and yet, what are these goddamn patterns? Oh, green skip. Okay, got it. How did I miss a normal tap dance on the bottom there? What the? That's 9-3. Oh no, that's barely an EX, goddamn. Barely an EX, what the? Oh, that's insane, dude. Okay, what are you guys saying on chat? But yeah, this starts really fun after you understand what's happening. These starts are just harder to read on sight rather than being annoying. It's quite nice. Guys, I can see it. Lowiro slowly being inspired by fan-made charts that are integrating them into newer charts. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. More like being confident in integrating non-ITG charters starting strong. They don't necessarily have any background in charting. I mean, some of them, just such as Tetai's and Searing, definitely had some prior experience in playing Arcaea. No idea about the others, like Exwazion when first joining in, and more recently revealed K-Puma, but they do have the knowledge on how to use a charting editor. So, I believe that's where their competency comes from. And also, again, as Riley has said on the live chat, Lowiro is very against fan charting, last I checked. Very much. They, as far as I know, they do not condone it, but very encourage anyone from Lowiro to not pay attention to any fan charts whatsoever, so that their influence doesn't get affected and seeped into Arcaea charting by itself. If you guys have seen a certain pattern that appears in a fan-made chart like 2 or 3 years ago, that doesn't mean Lowiro stole them. They just we just made it up first, and then Lowiro decided, you know what, maybe this pattern would work from their own heads. It's not stealing. Also, the jump scare in No Way Back doesn't need timing. You can just let your finger hold when the hold nodes are where the arcs are. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's read the story then. Oh, that's asking to play Andor Exor. Okay. Maya, 42. Goodness, that's a lot of logs. I can certainly confirm it by now. The flow of time from here and in relation to Arcaea seems to be strange. In simplest terms, I suspect that my voice is somehow calling back to my friend, and that time progression on her side is set at an inconsistent scale to mine. Sometimes an hour here is a day there, but other times a minute there instead is an hour. To her, the world breaking apart and lights cascading was recent. For me, it was quite some time ago. However, as our voices meet, that conversation will not be stretched through time. It reminds me of time dilation. More importantly, I was right. Weather has begun in Arcaea. So, now that she and I have met, roughly from when I was taken, her voice may now call to me from the future. How will Arcaea change? As for that strange woman, she had spoken a little of her ambition before taking me here. She mentioned how Arcaea was broken, and that her hands could right it. Does weather make that world more natural? I can't easily believe her. The woman spoke like she knew me, from at a distance. She may have obsessions, delusions. Is my writing too elaborate? When I was younger, alive, when I was back home, I would sometimes wonder, am I very pretentious? Maybe while writing is so dry, it's at risk of starting a fire. Is this like a self admittance here? Because I feel like that's exactly what Arcaea's story was from like a couple of years ago, because of the very poetic style of writing that kind of makes it hard for people to interpret the story, especially for a game that's as popular as Arcaea. But anyway, a thought came out from another side as Maya wandered the halls. Maya, guess what? She let you lead one of your trips? She let me lead. Oh wow, yes. Receiving that thought, Maya put away her pen and smiled. Correspondence between them was regular now. Maya shared what she learned about where she had been taken, and her other half kept her up to date on the goings on in Arcaea. On another day, hey Maya, when you say phantoms, do you mean they're ghosts? I mean more like images you aren't sure you're seeing. They're like mirages. Oh, mirages. On an earlier day, Maya, what's up? The lake bed is filling. And another day, Maya, nothing really is. Nothing's happening. I want to talk though. Then let's talk. And another. She's so annoying, Maya. Yeah, why do you stay with her? I don't like being alone. Though that's not the whole reason. Don't tease me. I didn't. I think that's cute. No, come on. Ay, what the hell is this formatting? What the hell? Are we getting into accent animal shit? Maya, hey, you there? Maya, what's up? Listen, Maya. Maya, how are you doing? Oh, I found something interesting actually. It was all too familiar. For Maya, as she began to smile, her fear began to set upon her again. But surely feelings are only those. Feelings don't make anything real in a real world. As she considered this, cracks along her arm proceeded. Glass dust dropped from her as she walked. So she is slowly being disintegrated? Okay. Showing you that the communication happened at different times. Yeah, I mean, I guess that kind of visually represents that. First though, I do want to play the future chart of this. So, if you don't mind. It is an 8 plus though, so I'm definitely keeping that in mind. Still some galloping happening. Okay, this is borderline 9. That's borderline 9! Bro! What is this, an 8 plus? What? I mean, yeah, you can cheese it by just having your finger at the start of the arc with your correct fingers. But how is this an 8 plus? How is this not a 9? Future even. If this was an eternal 8 plus, then sure. But I don't think that's a thing. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe I'm just being stupid, but still. Oh, they have it in here as well. Okay. Oh, it's just simple triplets. That's nice, I guess. I still cannot get the melody of Mythica's Iris out of my head every time I listen to this drop. The Venetian strings type feeling right there. Ah, there you go. First full recall. Andor Exor is one weird and peak song I heard from Sobram. Though I'm still not sick of listening to Giselle many times, but I really reduce my perception of Sobram. Oh, definitely, you shouldn't necessarily judge Sobram by Giselle at this point. They're very much more capable of more, considering their recent songs, if you guys have seen from DJ Max, actually. Alright then. Alright, Andor Exor. Or, yeah, Andor Exor, I guess. That's not just how I'm going to be pronouncing it. And considering it is going to be having an Eternal Tenure, well, let me just unlock it. But I am playing the future first, so that I could actually understand the song first. So, without further ado, that's a new kanji. I've never seen it. Conflict side. Naruhodo. Old-timey intro? I don't know, why does this sound more like a Widowmaker piece than Sobram? But you of course know that Sobram is not using the Widowmaker alias ever. Holy! That sounds much crunchier on my speaker. Holy! Wow! Holy! This is what I've seen people referring to as the metal pipe sound. No! That is exactly Giselle! What? Oh! Do appreciate the notes actually stagger with the melody of the piano. Kinda makes it a little bit hard to be accurate though. How is that gonna get interpreted in the Eternal chart? That's insane. Wow. What did I just went through? As close as we can get to Widowmaker without Sobram actually using the alias, now that they have rested the alias. Oh, here's the one trumpet melody from Mistress Dilemma. Yeah, this is definitely Widowmaker at home. With Daphnis, that piano, well, yeah, it's about curious to see what the ether is like for this one. Peak. It is indeed peak. Now for the Eternal. You know what, Oh wow. Huh. Okay. Huh. This might look bad. I think we're in for a little bit of a bad time for this one. Again, can anyone time to die, Michi? Huh? Okay. What is this? Why am I getting threatened? But then again, I am pretty much expected this. Oh my god, this is literally Upstairs Dilemma. Bro, I shouldn't be playing this like Chundinum. What the hell is that piano stream? Ah! What the hell are those arcs? Whoa! Word square! Those are not in my arc easing dictionary! Oh! What the fuck? Oh! I'm just surviving. I'm just trying to survive. I just want to clear this. Oh god, we're in the middle. We're still not in the end of the song. Oh my god, that was already too much to go through. Oh no! Oh. How is this a real chart? How is this a real chart? How? How is this an actual fucking chart in the game? If you even showed me this back when damn, what would even be appropriate though? Just any other time, I would never see this as an official chart. The chart of despair and doom. Probably the most fun chart in the pack to me. Anyway, who charted this? Good question. Can I search it up on the wiki? Andor Exor. Antimus? Antimus charted this. Oh! A distorted variation of the first bridge melody in Obscure's Dilemma can be heard in the beginning and ending of the song. Oh! Oh my god, okay. Ah, good to know. Good to know. Do we even have the charter on the wiki yet? Yeah, Antimus. What the f... John, aren't you the wiki? There are other people contributing to the wiki, you know. But anyway, time for a proper second try. And I'll try to not be freaked out this time. Oh, that's a frame skip. I'll be happy if I could even get a 970. Oh my goodness! Wow! Okay, I see why people fucking love this chart. I see why. I definitely see why. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, that was a lot to get through. Oh, wow. Oh man, I do hear it now. Yeah, there's the very distorted intro of, at the intro and the ending for Abstruse Dilemma. And now more reading. Yep, exactly right. Good rest after this, and see whatever the fuck are we gonna do to get this. Wall text incoming. Now, I do realize that we still have like 4 story logs before we completely finish this. Okay, 3. But still, how long is it gonna be? And the last 2 have CG. 108! Wow, okay, that's long. The 108th entry to Maya's journal. It may surprise you, I still remember my name. I write it every day after all, even with 1 arm remaining. That only makes the writing difficult. I don't have long. I've researched what I myself have written down repeatedly, testing it against what I can see around me, but my feeling form remains a mystery. Phantoms are unlike me. Not falling apart. This may be a condition of what I am. Not an act of that woman. That woman finds me precious. She'll likely be upset to find me as dust when she returns. Glass dust. I have something to say to you. Vida. Oh, okay, so, okay, that confirms it. So, Vida has expressively told to Maya her name. Cool. You, I can remember very clearly. Maya's story is to end, and soon. Falling apart and forgetting, in truth, with such impossibly tragic circumstances, God could not have predicted this. But the girl is right. What she is glass and lingering memory, taken outside of Arcaea. A fragment, nothing more. In another place, other fragments drift within some gloom. Within the dark and underneath the world, a girl named Vida holds something between her hands, and she carefully puts it away. She looks up and into a darkened landscape. She hasn't heard the voice of her friend in many days. Vida had told her that she needed to take care of herself and only receive light reassurance in reply. But Maya was fading. So if she can't hear that voice ever again, if she can't hear another voice ever again, then that is reality. Despairing. She thinks, no, it can't be, and it won't. Believing that in another place, that alone is enough. Though this is absurd, Arcaea will hear it. An unsaid wish is enough. Two hearts, one will meet by heart with the help of an innate connection of mind. This is old power, and also the sympathy of a quiet god. Maya, Vida, another hears you both. Now, let another tell her tale. What am I supposed to do? Why is it question marks? Why do I get a ping? Guys, what is this? Hello? What am I supposed to do? Do I get to the song now? Find the entries of her journal. Oh. Okay. New UI. New unlock sequence method. Okay. Huh. Puzzle time. Oh no. Oh goddamn no. Oh boy. I'm already seeing the chat getting prepared for this. Oh no. Alright then. Let's do this. Find a place she caught someone's eye and where she was taken into another world. Is that it? She caught someone's eye and where she was taken to another world. So, would that be... Would that be in the story? Right? Hold on. Let me try and check which story log actually shows the journal entry 1. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, it's this. No, that's 8. That's 8. Where's the pen and paper? There you go. Giving me cruel and strange place, I believe it is a world more potential in this woman's. She caught someone's eye, and where she was taken into another world. What would that make be? It could be the song itself. It could be Arcaea, literally. It could be somewhere in the story for could be somewhere in the story here, but that's on like the first, like part 1, right? Would that be in here in part 1? Yeah, in Lasting and Severed Eden, where she was taken into another world. That would be somewhere in here, right? Yeah, this is their encounter. Yeah. And then this is the monologue after Insights sent Maya away. You're looking at the glass. Place, I am seeing myself again. Question. Wait. Don't we receive Maya as a partner immediately when we unlock Lasting Eden? Do we unlock Maya when we purchase the Lasting Eden song pack, or do we have to grind to a world mode for it? That might be a clue, because again, we're trying to find where she is, like find the place she caught someone's eye, where she was taken into another world. She caught someone's eye. She doesn't caught someone's eye until, well, she meets up with Insight. Maya is from world mode. Okay. Now, which world is it though? Oh wait, hold on. Is it the? I remember it's like world 7 or world 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is the new world mode map that came with Lasting Eden. Oh, that's new. Hello, you're new. Oh, wait, is that her actual world mode map? That's gone? It's replaced with that log thing. Her old self is something she can hardly recall. Find and treasure a song of that reflection. Huh. Okay. It's not. The old world map is still there. Is it? Oh, it's gone. Okay, fair enough. It is still here. But it just added that new element for us to do essentially the scavenger hunt of finding her journal entries. Now, what is... Now, we should be able to read that again, right? Her old self is something she can hardly recall. Find and treasure a song of that reflection. Her old self. Something she can hardly recall. Would that mean I need to play... I mean, these are all essentially... Using treasure there leaves it pretty poetic. Who might that be? He's easy. Find and treasure a song of the reflection. I could only assume because from the song art of Andor Exor here that Maya and Vita are the same art. What would treasure even be though? How would someone treasure a song of that reflection? So we have to find a song. I would assume we're gonna have to do something with Andor Exor. What would a treasure would be? So treasure would be, well, something that's valuable. You would have to guard it, you would have to keep it, you would have to... Huh. Oh! What the... Whoa! It is a complete certainty that I died. I know what I feel, and I know that it was my fault. Find the woman who took her to another world. Now, what do I do with that? Oh! Okay, cool! Found it! I can certainly confirm it by now. The flow of time from here in relation to Arcaea seems to be strange. It reminds me of time dilation. A final entry, a final signature. Would that be Maya? What would we do with that? Oh! I'm sad that most players forgot the favorite song feature. About the song feature. It's just me thinking about what would treasure be in terms of synonyms. And then yeah, the easiest one. Is this actually easiest? Do we actually just need to go to the story mode then? Nope, that is still locked. That is still locked. How would this be easy? Because I'll give you a hint. You have to do something on this screen for the last step. On this screen. What would you do? You would just tap out of it. You just... Oh! The heck? Oh. Maya. Thank you for calling it back to me. Proceed. Oh! There it is. They've reconnected. An expanse between places, entered at the utterance of a wish, a call beyond the stars, heard with heart and mind, and in a moment the loss of a soul sent tumbling through new ether. Wanting to hear the voice of her friend again, Vita's soul is sent away from her body. A fierce blaze of white drives around her. She tries to hold steady, but it feels like weight and gravity are gripping at her form. The tumult of borders of two places clash upon her and her mind quakes. But, in time, the chaos quiets down. Her ephemeral body finds itself in a new dark. A space like dark. Familiar. She can see other places here, and new and white stars. She can see the shifting existence of faraway expanses. She can see the light of a seemingly perfect and distant world, and before it, a girl with one hand left. A girl with two colored hair and eyes akin to hers. Maya drifts, almost shattered in the dark there. Vita shouts firmly, Maya! And there, suddenly, a familiar and unknowable color surrounds her. And to feel it, Vita shivers and goes cold. She lifts her translucent hand. The color wraps her fingers. It winds her arm and neck and tugs. She tugs herself forward, gnashing her teeth, and Maya reaches back. Light and shadow fly between the girls, and dashes all color out and steady. Their hands meet, like it's real. Vita can feel her heart beating and Maya's. Between the stars, they pull together and hold one another in the silence. It's true. Another story is about to end, and Vita knows it well. Funny that, Maya whispers with a dry voice. Once you got here, I remember everything I'd ever forgot. Maya? Vita answers. Did that woman do this to you? She asks this, looking down at the other girl's fractured body. Maya shakes her head. It's circumstances, she remarks. That's it. And I'm sorry to add another sad story to yours. What are you going to do now? Maya asks. You still don't worry enough about yourself, Vita replies. Sure. Hey, answer me. About what I'll do? I don't know. I don't... She pauses and slowly brings her eyes to her friends. I don't know why you even tried to find you. Maya bids Vita to briefly let her go. Shaking, Maya brings her hand to her side and presents a tome. For this? Asks Maya with sad humor. I wasn't, Vita says flatly. You should have, Maya replies, smiling. Maybe it was to save you, Vita answers, and Maya loses her smile. I didn't want to lose you too. Then you won't. Shall I let you save me? What do you mean? We've talked about this, Vita, Maya answers, and Vita winces. What are we to each other, you remember? Remember. That isn't funny. No, it isn't at all. Vita is quiet. Maya is quite a while. If what memory I have can be carried on through you, says Maya, with you, I wouldn't fade away. Whispering, Vita asks, are you going to fall apart without that? Slowly, Maya nods. Am I supposed to accept that? Vita. No, I understand. Vita says this, and she affirms it too in herself. She repeats, I understand. Vita grabs a hold of the tome as well, and they each hold Maya's journal between them. Steady, Vita nods once. Maya, she answers, I'll bring you with me. And as she says this, memory begins to twist around them. We get the BGA? Oh! What? We get the animation reveal from Final Verdict? Oh! You shudder! What? Video background, let's go! Wait, no, this is not video background yet. What is this memory archive line? Oh my god, my phone's lagging. Lowiro, what the hell have you done with this? Why is it so much that my phone is actually going like less than 30 FPS? That's Arcaea! Is it Arcaea? I maybe forgot. Oh! We got the Dilemma arc there. These are as fucking miserable as Arcaea. Okay, there we go. Animated backgrounds going in. Oh! It's moved! Oh! Playfield's coming back? What is this Playfield color? Isn't this like the Tempestissimo plate? Oh, that looks so cool. Not to mention, it's actually going smooth now. Undying Macula. There it is. What is this Force Touch? Oh. Holy shit. Oh god, now I actually have to try it now because I cannot use the excuse of the game running at less than 30 FPS to play. Wait, the playfield is transparent. It's getting transparent. Oh, it fades out? Oh no. What do you expect? So it is considered a terminal song. Got it. There's no retry button. There's only a continue button. Fair enough. I'll gather my thoughts after completing the story. Maya speaks to Vita. Don't cry. You can't keep crying. And Vita speaks to Maya. That's stupid. It's stupid military talk. And Maya speaks. Huh. You know, it is. As Vita speaks. It was always stupid. The words between them begin to blur. It said, I remember. Still, I'm sick of all this crying. I'm sick. Just sick. It's felt. No, it's okay. I'm not alone. They've become one. Maya, you'll be alright. Vita, yeah, I'll be glad to be you. A distant star twinkles, and another, and another. A flower crystal blossoms from Maya's body, and light eases from the splits in her form. The two girls each close their eyes, and Maya's memories, the memories of Vita, began to pass on. The confused world, the strange terrors and whims of godly things, they all stop between them. Here is the story that has been, from first to last. Born into a spacefaring world, born with a gift, Raised to raise the flag of a nation, raised to command countless pathways, raised into ignorance, Vida came to die when she opened those pathways to a voice she should never have trusted. And death, and at the new border of white and a broken world's flaws once more came to fore. Misshapen maid by a misshapen heart, Arcaea took Vida's memories, but could not disperse them. Those memories began to feel, and from there began to think, and they radiated with pain. So Arcaea granted them shelter in the form of a body of glass. That other body awakened in another place, apart from Vida. It woke with the same feelings that had enticed its creation, and it suffered. Maya's memories and Vida's are the same. A color begins to shift around them again, rushed away by light. More flowers blossom from Maya's form, and the worlds all around them begin to spiral in a rush. Maya and Vida open their eyes to a torrent of light. Vida reaches forward with her other hand to grip Maya's shoulder, to embrace her again as the place in between begins to collapse and rend. Light and sound push past them, overwhelming as Vida's soul is dragged back to the world of glass. She holds her other half tightly, with her eyes narrow. Her gaze fixes on a smile on Maya's face as her other half's body splinters and breaks, and the glittering of glass trails their journey. Stars continue to scream past them. The noise of space ripping asunder suddenly erases to silence. Vida holds and holds until there is nothing to hold on to left. In another world, halls have gone quiet again. Vida opens her eyes, head and heart full of old and new memory, down in Arcaea. The dark again. Here, Vida centers herself to the distorted world. She lifts a book in her hand. She holds a book out before her, open at the center before a new stretch of empty pages. She stares down at it and reads the last words. "Thank you for calling back to me." Vida holds the book steady, and her lips tight. Her face, she tries to keep it still, and she breathes out hotly, slowly. She says nothing. "Vida, what have you got there?" Vida turns a little. She looks at the book again. Paging through it, she considers her answer. She remembers the pages, but still turns through them, passing her gaze over the words. She finishes her thoughts. She closes the book. She turns, she meets her companion's eyes, and she gives her answer. Oh? Not missing anymore, but memory transposed. Wow. Is that it? Complete. It is. Wow. Wait, what is this stat? Recollection rate at 1/4 song progress is converted to stat bonus. So it's considered as an awakened form, but technically isn't, because I mean yeah, you could say that, but story-wise, Vida is just not there anymore. She helped fix Maya. Well, they are the same. They're just split it. Vida as the soul exists as she is right now, and then the body that Arcaea wants to grant to Vida splits off into Maya. Awakened form that doesn't require level 20. Oh yeah, I never maxed her. Never maxed Maya in the beginning. Okay. Unfortunately, I do need to answer this phone call though. So give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. Unfortunately, I won't have enough time today for to be able to completely experience the fact. No, here. I already anticipated this, that I won't be having enough time to do this live stream because of things like that. Of things like that. And that's why in the live stream itself, I didn't necessarily put out to do a Link Play Fest, which I haven't done for quite a bit. This entire live stream was just me experiencing the song pack itself, the update, and I will be reserving the Link Play Fest as a surprise for you guys. My birthday is coming up in the next few days, so we'll probably be doing that on my birthday live stream instead. So stay tuned for that. Still have a lot of stuff to organize for that stream and scheduling wise, but nonetheless, what the fuck is this song? It's a Future 10, and I still don't necessarily understand how the song goes itself, and it doesn't help that on half of the song it fucking lag on my phone. 63 BPM? Wait, that is not the actual BPM. There's no way that's consistent 68. This is 63. This definitely is going to be some sound voltex type of shit where they just times 3 the speed from the actual BPM itself. Hold on, has the wiki actually put down all of the details here? As of version 6.9.1, Undying Immaculate has the lowest BPM out of any song with a chart with level 10 plus or higher at 63. Oh, for Eternal, okay. It counts as 10 plus or above. Huh. It's constant 63. How? That does not play like 63. That does not play like 63. Imagine if it's actually 63 and we have another alt. No, we have the slowdown section of Drop Dead for the entirety of the song. Again, I think this is just lowiro doing a funny and just times 3 the speed. Well, grabbing the BPM that's actually times 3 the speed, and then put the BPM that Astron requests, or actually proves that it is 63 BPM, because it's not the chart scroll speed is not 63. Wait, okay, Event Horizon. Alright then. Now hold on. What's the playfield? What is this playfield? I feel like this is the playfield that's used in Tempestissimo. Where are you? Elements. Interfaces and features? No. Song backgrounds. Yes, song backgrounds. Track. Is this track black? No, that's not track black. That's not Nijusei. Track black? No, it is not as black as the one that's in Corpusans Organis. Is this Black Fate dark? This looks as dark as Black Fate dark. Huh. Oh, by the way, try to play with reunion skill. There's a funny bug. I'm not gonna do that on my sight rate on the future chart. Okay? Probably after this. The memory archive lines though? What the? Is it gonna be persistent for the entire chart? I feel like that slowdown is actual 63 BPM. And that kind of slowdown. This is 63 BPM. Ah, there we go. Alright. I would assume that empty space was for the scene controls from its switches, according to the video VGA, and the track transparency. What is that beat during that segment though? Feels like a... Oh, there's a 4 touch in a 10? This is a 4 touch on a 10! What the fuck? But this doesn't feel like a 10.6. This feels like a 10.5. Oh, we're playing the actual 63 BPM. Oh, 987. Oof. Actual 4 holds on a 10. I mean, Aether's track has a quad. No? Yes. Okay, yeah, so last celebration. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just a rarity. It's just a rarity, okay? It's just a rarity. I mean, we have Conflict, Aether Strike, our songs with 4 holds. Last celebration doesn't count. Not counting my... Okay. Future was an EX. Okay. Last celebration doesn't count. It's indie. Oh, the intro is just 3 touch, right? The intro is just a 3 touch. Not that. Damn, this is Aether Strike all over again. But with the song being positioned as a terminal song instead of like a bridging song that leads you towards the anomaly. Anyway, what do you say about using the reunion? The reunion partner. Oh, that's not light. That is not light side, sir. That is not light side. I request a light side. Is that the actual light side of the light background of this? It's still stuck to Conflict. Holy... Oh, no! No way! We got the light side skin! For the note! What the fuck? Yo! What the... This is trippy! This is like... if anyone related to lowiro is listening to this, cover your ears. This is like if you selected the wrong skin if you're charting in Arcaea. Like you rendered your finished chart, but you forgot to properly set your note skin side. You already spent the time on making your own custom background. You charted it for like 5 hours from your free time, and then when you rendered it for the first time, you forgot that, oh shit, some of the settings fucked up, and the ending recording, the ending chart render switched the note side skin. But then again, I don't think if this is like a custom skin, well, the track color. If they're using, yeah, Black Fate doesn't have any light side, right? Wait, no, it does have light side. I completely forgot. There's the Malzahn song, Equilibrium. That's a light side song in Black Fate. They could have just used that exact same track for this. If this track color is from Black Fate. How did lowiro never fix this? They had 3 days before I played this update. This is a 6.9.1, by the way. Oh, that's even lower. Oh, okay. Riley, thank you for the 21 months. 9 plus 10 equals yes. It's 21. I remember that Camila did a tweet that's exactly this as well. Wait, it is Ether Strike. Yeah, this gives me the same vibes as that 199 Glooms fan made. Oh, there it is. GQR, thank you for the 13 months. Balls. It's probably intentional since a real-life solar eclipse can make days turn dark. I see that as a nice detail. You could see it's almost liminal. That doesn't hit like that. To be honest, it doesn't hit like that. Anyway, would this work with the eternal charts? I mean, I would assume so. Okay, now I want to see the charter names because I did notice that on the future chart it's Event Horizon, and the eternal chart is MV Bridge, which is Maya Vita Bridge. The song that bridges the coalescence, one would say, of Maya and Vita's soul and memories. Ergosphere. What's an ergosphere? Ergosphere is a spindle-shaped region of space-time outside the event horizon of a rotating black hole, where frame dragging is so intense that nothing, not even light, can remain stationary with respect of an outside border. Huh. So they're saying that this is essentially, is a region outside a rotating black hole. Oh, okay, so we have the black hole, right? We have the black hole. Inside the black hole itself, or surrounding it, if the actual shape itself is a sphere, that's the space where Hawking radiation would dissipate out of the black hole. And whenever you see images of black holes, the center of it and the rings of the black hole would have an empty space between them. Think of it like Saturn. Having its rings, but between the rings and Saturn, the planet itself, there's a gap. In the black hole, that's the ergosphere. Now, what's past photon sphere? Now, I would assume that photon sphere is the rings itself that spins around the black hole. Photon sphere. No, photon sphere or photon ring or photon circle arises in the neighborhood of the event horizon of a black hole where gravity is so strong that emitted photons will not just bend around the black hole but also return to the point where they were emitted from and consequently display boomerang-like properties. So it's the distortion part of the black hole where you're supposed to be able to see the rings outside of the black hole. You can see both the front and the back of it, and you can see the back of it because of the photon sphere. Interesting. If this only is terminal, would this mean there'll be an Act 3? Not sure. We're still be sinking ourselves in Act 2 for now. God, I can't believe the DJ Max BGA for Neo Wings included a black hole. I thought that the DJ Max BGA are just based off of the BGA that was released alongside the YouTube release for Neo Wings. Act 2 just started, yeah, exactly. We're nowhere near done, yeah. This is not the end for Insight and her shenanigans in the world of Arcaea. Now, how can we experience that again? How can we experience the terminal effects again? Is this it? Is this how you do it? Is that exactly the background that we see from the start? Nope, this is not how you trigger the terminal song animation again. I think this is still a lost. Yep, that's still a lost. Oof. Seal Maya, buddy. Got it. Learn my lesson. Also, that is a 1 mil up score. That is an exact 1 mil up score. Wait, is it the Eternal Silverum song that have the trails all over the screen? Not necessarily, it's just the riser. Not much. Maya essentially got sucked into a black hole and reassembled. What are you guys doing in the chat? What the heck? Next year we should expect 4 April Fools beyond charts as well. No, that doesn't work. We should be waiting until 2027 when we have 5 April Fool songs. I can't believe they black holed Neo Wings PGA, bro. Okay. Maya got sucked into a black hole. Wait, now that I think about it, the reason they use a black hole is because of it being similar to Inside Sparkle when she sucked Maya in. Double A loss is still so sad, but that part is really hard. No, they multi-fingered it because it's easier to do it all. That would be a wormhole. Yeah, that would be a wormhole from whatever world that Inside we're from, which I totally forgot because it's been like a year, towards Arcaea. Anyway. Oh, there it is. Oh, you got to see the VGA again? Yo, okay. Oh, you have to choose the difficulty? Alright then. Huh. It's a full package then. Oh, the gauge and pause button is still here. And it's not in 20 FPS, which is great. Can I retry that? That is fucking red arcs. See, the animation works really well. I have no idea what the fuck when it first appeared. It runs like 20 FPS on my phone. Not even a high score, but the gauge is still higher. I think it's your phone thing, loading things for the first time. Probably just took a while for your phone to process all the effects. Oh, definitely. For the 4-finger section, you're supposed to rotate my finger. Because I did notice about so there's this part, right? Then, all like that? Like, imagine this is the section with hold, tap, sky tap. So, thing, it angles like this, like a stair, and you switch it like this. Okay. Should I say cross fingers? Huh. What do you mean? I did check that the specific thread that Undying Macula uses. It's the same as Sempistisimus. Yes, I was right. What? Just made a piano cover of Undying Macula a few hours ago. Yeah, it's like a clock. It's anchored, but you spin clockwise or counterclockwise depending on where, depending on the side of the 4 touch areas going towards. You only need to rotate one of your hands. Yeah, it's just one of the hands, and then if it appears over here again, and if it appears here again, do this. Unfortunately, it doesn't necessarily eat up that much of my stamina as well. I just needed to be much more consistent with some of the arcs. Gonna give the piano cover a listen. I'll definitely be listening to it after the live stream. Not to mention, I'm not going to be able to have that much time from now, so I'll probably be getting a clear on this. Not getting an EX because that seems impossible for me. Pretty technical for a baseline 11. What do you mean baseline 11? Isn't this like 11.2? This feels like an 11.2 or 11.3 actually. 0.0? This is a 0.0? And the future is a 0.1. This is possibly the lowest chart constant future that has a 4 touch. Okay, maybe that would be conflict actually. What the fuck? Bro, I could do Psycho Stronger better than this. What the fuck you mean this is a 0.0? I could consistently get an EX plus on Psycho Stronger. Oh wait, what if I switch to Future if I selected on Eternal? Ooh, will it give me Future? It gave me Future. Interesting, huh? So if I enter Undying Macula from past, and during the terminal cutscene, I click Eternal. Yeah, there it is. Some people do say that it feels like a 11.0 afterwards. This is not a clear. Ah, fuck. Bro, what the hell? What's wrong with me? Ah. Well, you're right. Not that kind of difficult. I may need a refresher. I may need a refresher. I'm gonna do Andor Exor. Okay, that's a pure intersection. Doesn't help that my phone decided to frame skip there. Why did I one finger jack that? Oh, okay, that is so bad. I think I'm getting, I think I'm pretty much getting fairly tired because of this. Also, I did spot Rajano ask a while back that if I have unlocked Akron yet. I have, and I believe I played it before before I did Ex Animus Chapter Experientia Paco Pen. Already gotten it. Memory archive, right? Yeah, there it is. But I just hadn't necessarily had the time to get an EX plus on it. Refund in Maya just ease your recollection rate. No sound heal like Lacrimiras or anything. Yeah, I did spot that as well. I thought that it was just because of my fuck up, and it kind of feels like it. But no, apparently just literally eats it like that for whenever you're going to be using her in world mode. Try playing it using other partners. I guess I could just play with Ko. I guess I'll give it one last try to get it clear. Just one last try. Because I did realize that my phone's already getting pretty low battery right there. One last try to get a clear. No background shenanigans. Did I miss that arc at the start? Thank you for the super chat. Evie Gaming Music. Oh my god. Keep going. I shall. Music to my ears! Finally, a clear. $972. Wow. This is much faster than when I tried to get a 970 on Arcaea. That's a really decent up score as well. Holy shit. Got it in the bag. Pretty close there, pretty close. I was only confident for like the last 20 seconds of the song. I'm not certain if I'm going to be able to get a consistent way to EX this by the time the my birthday live stream is going to be coming up, or well, at the same time the Arcaea Link Playfest. But this is still a great score nonetheless. I just hate that this fucking thing is 11.0. That's it. Other than that, great song, great chart. Gave me a goddamn headache, and doesn't help the fact that I'm still aching from me doing the Kalpa Cosmic Symphony live stream for like 5 hours. Hey Michi, you should check Champions of Paradigm. I did see this tweet that popped up. Holy shit, that's a bunch of notices, okay? Let me get back to the menu for a sec. We're going a little bit off script and see what the fuck happened with Paradigm Reboot's second tournament results. Alright. Our champion, it's Jerry. Also congratulations to all the other players who got excellent placings. Version 11 3.14 containing massive original contents are scheduled. Rotino collab. Finding... wait, no, this is just a course. for their Rotino collab songs. The Promised Land, Heaven's Cage, Sacred Illumination and Galactic Warzone. Take on the Heat by Supatonis, Argonovis by Knighthood, and I did saw Soon posted, this is a link for the song itself. Field Transistor Effect by Cephid. And then the boss songs over here. Anova by Cyber Miso, and Labyrinth Nox by Black EU versus Siromaru. So this is going to be an entire goddamn song pack. It's an album. Album Champions of Paradigm 2025. Allows you to watch special unlock animations for new tracks and finals Anova and Labyrinth Talks before your first clear. Labyrinth Talks special tap to start screen can also be obtained. Will become rewatchable. Alright, what else do we have? 3.15 update. Oh, the song contest! Oh! Takio vs Siromaru with a vocalist. Krisat, Kairichi, Xolera, Shiba, Luca Project, Alice, Nyan Planet, just Takio and wait, I've heard of Nyan Planet before, as an artist pairing. SB, Drive, Yukiro. Wow, these are some very obscure artist pickings for the song contest winners. 15 songs announced, yeah, for this. And then, what do we have? An MV? Dreamload Influx Phase A and Phase B. I would assume you guys will be able to watch this yourselves, but there is one more notification here. Oh wait, that's just the actual song promotion art for the song contest winners. Okay. Whoa, okay. That's a lot. That's a lot to take into. Guess we'll have something to do for Paradigm as well. Takio versus Siromaru is insane actually. What? Siromaru guitars will be so fucking dope. I love that. But anyway, there's one more. There's one more. But there is more. What is there more of? Skins? Yun and Korean? Okay. That's for the song contest winners. Then yeah, I think that's it. Silent Room Artist Pack. Where is that? I don't think it's posted in the English Twitter account yet. Is it on the JP account? Nope. Not in here. Oh, not on Twitter yet. Oh, I think my facecam is dead as well. Oh, and Paradigm X Kappa PC. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, hold on. I'm turning on my facecam because my phone that powers my facecam ran out of battery. I think I'm going to be checking this after the live stream because this is already too much for it to be also included in this Arcaea live stream. Oh man, my money's gonna vanish then. A lot of fucking content from the Paradigm Reboot tournament there. Well, I guess we'll just have to see then. Huh. That's quite a lot. They're updating today. I would assume that's just for their the Champions of Paradigm song pack. The song contest winners pack will be on like October 11th, right? Yeah. I wonder what else they have on their plate. No, Michi, my money is gonna vanish. I'm gonna bankroll as much of this as I can afford to. Again, where did Michi go? My face cam died. My phone that access to my face cam is dead. So I think we'll do one more play, and I'm gonna play my favorite song on the pack. It's obviously No Way Back. Wait, you know what would be better? If we play it on conflict side. Ah, that's Berlin EX. Damn. That's better. You better PM this off stream. I'll try. Morimichi, both of Reunion skills do the same thing. You don't need to switch skills. Both of them will make the song the opposite side. Ah, okay. I don't know, it just became a force of habit of myself to just do that. You can feel the concentration. I tried. It's just I had some unnecessary loss at the start of the chart when I tried to adjust the volume of the game. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the update. Overall, the update by itself is just an amazing addition. It's a great bridging for what happened to Maya after the events of Severed Eden, but also bringing in someone that's pretty much worthy of people's attention, Vita, which I would assume people would not necessarily care that much because she mainly appeared as, well, from a single song, I guess. Thankfully, there is an entire side story that I do need to sink my head into for properly understanding Vita's backstory and how she became to be before, well, pretty much after she became splitted from Maya. And thus, the trilogy of streams that are brought to you by various werewolves are complete. Yeah, that's Crystallium. There's Kalpa, Cosmic Symphony, which was gifted by Jono, and then this as well, the memories. Again, well, once again, thank you, Jono, for that. Story-wise, I am glad that we're able to bring back the world building of Arcaea and continues on with the precedent that we have seen for the progression for main story Act 2, which has the air of mysteriousness that you cannot properly anchor with all of the existing knowledge that we have gathered from Act 1, not to mention the side stories that have came out after Severed Eden has been released. Even though Absolute Nihil had been labeled as part of the main story, it's still far off the course from the involvement with Insight up until the end of the story, and we're just really, well, me personally, just really excited to see where the story goes and how lowiro will be able to converge all of the different timelines between all of the partners that have now been paired up by this point to face off whatever whatever Insight's gonna do in the realm of Arcaea, now that she wants to become essentially the god of it after the power vacuum of Hikarin Tairitsu. Charts-wise, I am majorly impressed, especially for the suite of Future and Eternal charts. K-Puma revealing themselves under the alias of Carrot is quite a surprise, because I've been seeing K-Puma from Night ITG ever since 2018. Been a fan of their mod charts for quite a while, and this kind of explains why they've been slowly fading off, but has appeared in a much more well, not necessarily accessible. I'd still say Night ITG is still accessible, but has a much bigger opportunity to showcase their charting skills on a much wider scale. Not to mention, Vainspire is such an amazing song and charted really, really well. I love it. Some people were really waiting for more Vita content from day one. Really a favorite of theirs. Can understand though, she's quite interesting because of the lack of info, essentially. Bye and PM No Way Back. I shall be PMing this both on Future and Eternal soon. Yeah. I think that's going to be it for me. And as always, thanks for watching. Unfortunately, I do not have the face cam to do the send off them.